Hey guys, welcome back to LOI Fan TV, and we're back again for a League of Ireland Game Week 35 preview and predictions. And on top of that, there's two League of Ireland sides in European action. We've Shelbourne playing KF Shkëndija of North Macedonia, and Shamrock Rovers playing Celje of Slovenia. So yeah, lots to talk about today. Ross, how are you?
We are the champions, my friend. Oh, still going, Luke. Still going strong, my
They're
friend.
going strong. They haven't turned off the machine yet.
Jesus, they were 7-0 off to Derry on Sunday and it could get interesting.
It could, yeah, it could. Okay, well, listen, the helicopter, Bradley would tell the helicopter to turn around
Yeah,
he'd be gone. He'd
yeah,
be gone.
yeah. He's doing
Nah,
a marathon on Sunday, I think, isn't he? Fair play to him.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
Cronin the assistant doing it as well, I think. Um,
yeah.
are doing it. So best of luck to them. They're doing that on Sunday, and
Fair play to them, yeah.
safe travels up to Derry in the chopper after. So I think will it just make kickoff, will they, or will it be tight enough, like, or
It'd be tight enough, like it'd be landing. Do you know, like the Water Boy when Adam Sandler comes onto the pitch in the tractor or on the boat? Was it the boat?
yeah.
That's what it's gonna be like. He's gonna be landing the helicopter in the halfway line.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, that's going to be interesting one to see how that pans out. But yeah, before we jump into
Yeah.
the League of Ireland talk, we're back to the European chat.
We are indeed, yeah, we are indeed. So game week two of Europa Conference League action. Shelbourne are away in North Macedonia against KF Shkëndija.
Yeah,
So this is a big one. This is a big one. It's kind of funny. It's like opposites for both. There are the two League of Ireland sides representing in the competition this year. Shelbourne have the kind of like the games at the start that they need to win, and we have the games at the end we need to win. So it's kind of two variable. Like this is I think I've kind of underestimated these a little bit because I was doing a little bit of reading on them.
yeah,
I saw like they're like the North Macedonia leagues ranked 51st out of 54 or 55 leagues in Europe. So you're thinking happy days. But then you're looking at their results and they beat Ludogorets and
yeah.
they did, like, it was a kind of a cricket score between them over two games, and then they only lost 2-0 to Real Vallecano, who are in La Liga. So yeah, I don't know what to make of these boys. What do you reckon?
Yeah, they're going to be no mugs. It's going to be a very difficult game. Like,
Yeah.
saw some suggestion about whether Shells could rest players here with an eye on Bows. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think, to be fair, I think we got ourselves into a position we might not have like foreseen really a couple of weeks ago in terms of we're kind of 4 or 5 points clear of kind of the chasing pack in Europe. Obviously, two tough games to play in the league, but you play the league to get into Europe. You have to take the opportunity when you're in Europe then to take full advantage. Like there's no point in always
Mm.
looking to the next season. You have to take full advantage while you're here and there. So yeah, I think full strength Macedonia, and yeah, it's going to be a very difficult game. I just touched on their first game; they lost to Rayo Vallecano. They're third in the league themselves after 9 games, so they're probably in and around the mix. They won the league last year, obviously, so they'll be in and around the mix again. But I just touched on their kind of home form has been strong. They beat Ludogorets at home. They only lost 1-0 at home to Karabag, I think, as well. So they're decent at home in particular. They're a strong outfit, so it'd be very difficult. They did play TNS though as well. They drew a TNS away in Wales and only beat them 2-1 at home. So it's hard to get a kind of a feeling looking at just purely results, isn't it?
It's always tough. You don't know until you line out. Like it's one of these things, especially like you have to take into consideration like the pitch. Like what's the stadium going to look like? Is it going to be hot? Is it one of these dodgy plastic pitches? Like you just don't know. Like it's away ties are always kind of hard in that regard. It's almost I wouldn't say easier playing the better sides in Europe, but at least you know when you're playing the better sides in Europe, you have the pitch, you have the lovely stadium, and you just have to worry about the personnel then. But when you're playing these kind of lower teams, you're just like, what are we walking into? So yeah, look here. It's tough one because Shels are on a really good run of form. Like like players like Jack Henry Francis, you'd really fancy them in games like this to really like up Shels level as a team and
Yeah.
retain a bit of the ball because there's gonna be spells where you just don't have it. So, but yeah, I'm optimistic enough that he's a good win there against Sligo 3-1. Meepo scored a lovely goal.
Yeah.
And obviously John Martin came on and scored too. So your strikers have confidence. He's still like that goal he's conceded was a stupid goal. Like Spiel, like should have dealt with that. And it was just like he's just got to stop. It's been the story of your season, those stupid goals. So you'd like to think that that wouldn't happen away here, but you just never know. So look, it's one of these things. If your defense was solid, I'd probably be backing you to win. But I just with the element of unknown, I'm gonna probably lean towards a draw. I'm probably gonna go 1-1.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. It's a tough game, and they'll be looking at it from their point of view as this being a massive game for them as
Oh,
well. See, and
100%.
yeah, they'll be looking to get maximum points as well, obviously. But
Yeah.
I'm just hoping for kind of obviously we went to Rijeka, got a win there in Croatia. I'm hoping for maybe a similar kind of performance to that big away win. I think the excuse of kind of European experience and stuff is starting to kind of dwindle a bit. I don't think we have that really anymore. I think we've enough experience in the lads now between last year and this year now, enough games played in Europe to kind of know what it's all about. It's gonna be a difficult game, of course, but yeah, I'm gonna go with us to nick it. I'll go 2-1 Shells. But it's so hard to predict because like obviously I've never watched these play. I don't know what they're about. It's gonna be tough, and I just think we need to win it really. But considering obviously we have Drita next, which is another one you look to win, but then you've got Alkmaar, Palace, Celje, which you'd be looking to get a couple of points from a point or even more.
You'd be lucky to get a point from those last three games.
So I think it's a must win. If we want to hit that
Yeah,
7 mark. So yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
go for to go for 2-1, 2-1 Shells.
Yeah, he's probably do need to win to be fair, but yeah, no, it'd be great to see his win, but it'd be tough. So, yeah, I suppose then moving on to our second game, Celje are coming to Tala again to play Shamrock Rovers. Now you obviously probably look at it on paper and think, oh, Rovers knocked them out last year, happy days. But there's a lot more than meets the eye when it comes to this tie. Like, at the time, Celje starting 11 are still at the club. And they obviously got to the quarterfinals of the Conference League last year, and like probably biggest underdog story. Rovers was up there last year, underdog story, but they outperformed us in the end. Got to the quarterfinals, and yeah, Alberto Riera has signed a lot more players, and they've Rossi Halby with pronunciation of this fella, but they've one lad who scored a hat trick against AEK Athens away. What's his name?
Franco Kovacevic.
Yeah,
Pronounce it
yeah,
correct?
that's him. That's him. Yeah, he came from the K League, here, Gangwon FC. So a bit of a random acquisition there
Croatia,
from
26.
yeah, yeah. So he's going to be a problem. He plays off the left. Like I'm conscious that we've had injury issues. Like Josh Honahan has been out league race, came on against Pats. Pico's just his wife's just given birth. He's just back from Africa qualifying for the World Cup.
Yeah,
And Danny Grant hasn't been around. So like some four of our back five, if all of them are going to play, which I don't know, I assume at least three of them will be there. Will be coming in somewhat cold. So yeah, I have a bit of a bad feeling about this one. Not a bad feeling, but a bit of a nervous feeling about this one. I don't think it's as simple as 3 points go. But we reviewed this earlier on when we did our predictions for the campaign. I probably, we didn't know as much about Celje as we know now. I had them down as we'll beat them again, but I'm not so sure now, to be honest. I think this is going to be a really hard game. What do you think?
it's bad timing. I feel for as well. Like obviously, not in the best of form. Big injuries and issues. I think
Mm.
Nico, you'd imagine, should be back, and Mary to go.
Pico and League Race will both start this game, and
Yeah,
apparently Josh Honahan's touch and go now. I've heard nothing. Apparently Josh Honahan could have played against Pats, but Bradley didn't risk him. And I don't know what the crack is with Danny Grant. I couldn't tell you.
yeah, and it's just like it is
Yeah,
an issue, especially at the wing back areas in terms of the drop off from those players to what's
yeah,
to the players in behind, whether it's Kavanagh, Clark, whoever comes in.
yeah.
He was been playing. Is it Matthews playing centre back, wasn't he? He was right
He's
wing.
playing for playing. He's in theory a right wing back, but like he doesn't have the legs for it. He's actually solid at centre half. Did well against Hughes. Did all
Yeah,
right against Pats. So he like I'm not worried about him. It's more just as you said the wing back. Like we've having Sean Kavanagh and Darren Nugent playing and like to be fair, lads berate Darren Nugent. I kind of feel a bit sorry for him because he's not a wing back. And when he best played there, he doesn't look good at all. He's one of these fellas in Europe. He slots in the midfield. He does a shift for you.
yeah,
But like, yeah, Sean Kavanagh in it, like no chance. Now his legs are gone. He's
yeah,
technically a good player, but like if you come up against, like just say if he comes up against your man, the Croatian fella, it's curtains. It's
yeah,
absolutely curtains. He's good at rinse them. So we need Holland back. We need Grant back, and even at that, it's going to be a tough game. So it's a tough one because like you're looking at the Rovers games as well, and you're looking at 7 points. And I'm conscious that we've lost 4-1 to Prague, which doesn't do our goal difference any favors if it does come down to it. So you're probably looking at 8 points. So like what we've really tough games with Shakhtar Donetsk at home. We've AEK Athens away. You'd be lucky to get a point at both of those games. So then you've Celje, you've Breeden back in Iceland, which will be a away game, and then you've Hammerum Spartans at home. For Malta, you fancy we beat them. That's the last game.
yeah,
So you're probably looking like at least from 7 points. So here, like we have to at least draw this game. If we lose this game, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble if we lose this game.
yeah. I'm a little
Yeah,
bit worried. I am a little bit worried about just like in this one to be
yeah.
honest. I think when we did our predictions way back when, I think I went for the draw, and like I want to stick with that, but I am leaning towards Celje kind of turning up here because I think they'll have they're just a different animal. I think they're 11
Mm.
points clear. I think that's the top of the league at the minute. Like they're flying. Obviously, I just touched on beat Athens in their first game. Yeah, this is gonna be a really tough night for Rovers, I think. And it's just fallen at a bad time with just a few issues around the place as well. Whether that just that not the motivation's gone, but just in terms like the league's been wrapped up for a while, maybe the sharpness
Yeah,
kind of gone out of it a little bit, a touch. Very tough. I'll stick with just getting a point though, just for the coefficient. I'll go 1-1. I think that's a
fair.
decent result as well. I think that keeps you in it.
Do you know what? I'll be happy if full time whistle blows and it's 1-1. Like, it could be much worse given the circumstances. Appar- apparently for this, Bradley is really taking this game seriously. So, he's like the strongest team, none of this rotational stuff going on. So I'm just thinking as well, if I put my Rovers hat on, they've beaten AEK Athens away 3-1, probably a huge unexpected result for them. So I'm kind of hoping they come to Tala like, they don't need to win in Tala. In theory they could draw in Tala and 4 points in 2 games, they're laughing.
Yeah,
So I'm just hoping not the underestimate. I don't think they will underestimate this time, but I hope they don't have as much. They don't want it as much as we do. I hope. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Oh, 1-1 sounds good. 1-1 sounds very good. I'm gonna go 2-1. And it's gonna be to be different, and I think these will score a few. So yeah, I hope we score a few.
yeah. Big night in Tala
Yeah.
for getting into the League of Ireland action this weekend. Then obviously spread out nicely across Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we've got 4 days straight of LOI action. Yeah. So Friday, first up we've Galway against Drogheda. Now this is just enormous for both sides. Obviously Galway in a battle at the bottom to avoid the drop. They had a massive win against Bohs last Friday, which was kind of unexpected to be fair, based off kind of Galway's form going into it. They hadn't really won a whole amount of games kind of coming into that, and Bohs would have fancied their chances really there, but that'll give them so much confidence now. Drogheda on the other hand, obviously still fighting away for European football, and they had a win themselves there against Cork. I think it was 1-0 in the end against Cork on Friday. So both sides coming in off a win. Both sides badly need to win. I think if Drogheda don't get maximum points here, I think that's probably the end of their European dream potentially.
Yeah. 100%. Curtains. It's absolutely curtains if they don't win this. It's in Galway, is it?
I think Galway, yeah.
Tough, 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 tough. The only thing that Drogheda have in their benefit is that that Galway beat Bows, and that was a huge result for them. So Drogheda need to win this game. There's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it, and I hope they do. I really want them to get fourth, just because of what happened to them in Europe this year. The Cole underdog story, like we've counted them out so many times, and this be brilliant. But do I fancy them to win? I don't think so.
It's
I
a
don't
goal
think
difference
so.
for Drogheda because they could easily be level with a Bows or Pats, but their goal difference is kind of far less than those two as well.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
yeah, get max. I think the Bows in the last day, so they just need to. I think they need maximum points here.
Drogheda need to do themselves a favour here because not all, I don't know if this is a fair statement to make, but relatively fair. They have been poor against the lower teams in the league all season. So they actually owe them to themselves here to put a proper performance in and beat one of the lads, I
Yeah.
know they won there on Friday, but like kind of, they've really dropped a lot of points
Mhm.
against. I'd say they probably even have a better record against the top half than they would the bottom half. I don't know. I don't know if that's that handy to me, but they just don't seem to win those games when they're playing the lower teams, do they? Like,
No, Shells. The Shells haven't beat them at all this season. Just off the top of my head,
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
both. I think they beat both every game so far this year as well.
Yeah, yeah, they have. Yeah, they have. Yeah. So look here. I'm gonna go for a draw. I think another draw. Yeah, I'm gonna go 1-1. I just think I just can't see. Unfortunately, I can't see draw to win.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a nervy, edgy game. Probably not
Yeah,
one like the neutral tuning into the league round for the first time to watch. I think both sides will be very edgy and both badly needing the win. Obviously, I think Galway might be all right with a point to be fair. But obviously they're level on points with Sligo and Waterford at the minute. But they have that game in hand as well, so a point might do them. Yeah, I think it could be 0-0. I just think it could be really tight, really edgy. Both sides don't want to take too many risks. Might throw one or draw them. Might throw the kitchen sink at it towards the end a little bit, but I could just see them kind of struggling to break Galway down. So I think 0-0. I'm gonna go with. They'll probably fecking 3-2 now or some thriller, but yeah, I'll go 0-0.
fair, fair. Yeah, well, could see that, but yeah, no, that's gonna be a nail biter for sure.
100%, 100%. Next up, then we have St. Pat's, who I've picked up a few points as of late since that disappointing game against Cork in the Cup semi-final. They went and beat yourselves, Shamrock Rovers, last Friday and backed it up with a 0-0 draw in Dalymount on Monday. So decent kind of 4 points for them over the weekend. Then Waterford on the other hand, um, Matt Lawler, isn't it? His winning streak as Waterford manager came to an end. They lost 2-1 to Derry on Friday night. So bad situation for Waterford at the minute. Both sides again badly need to win here. Waterford's goal difference is really poor compared to Galway and Sligo as well. So might have to take a couple of chances here and really try and go for it. It's another tough one to kind of predict with these two. I think Pat's badly need like it's a must win for Pats in terms of like all the teams like Shels have two tough games. Bows have two tough games. Drogheda have a couple tough games going into the run in. This is like a winnable game for Pats to really. I'd say they're probably favourites for fourth, considering they have this game as like the most winnable game that anyone has in that mix. Like,
Yeah, yeah, no, it is a huge game, and with two teams that we haven't been able to predict them properly all season. To give you a
no,
good result, to give you a terrible result, to give you just don't know. We could toss a coin at this result. I've actually no insight to give. I just think this could be the most random result. I think Pats could bury these 4-0, or Waterford could win 3-0. It could be one of those like
yeah, yeah.
actually the one thing I do know is I don't think it'll be a draw. I think
I
someone's gonna
agree.
win.
I agree. Yeah, I
I
agree.
think someone's got it's got to, a full time. It's got to be Pats are out of Europe, or it's going to be Waterford are heading towards the relegation playoff.
Yeah, yeah. I can't see Pats losing this. I don't think. I think they'll have enough. I just think Waterford aren't great, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Pats will be too
There's,
strong. I think they've had it off the back of a few decent results now. I think they have a bit of motivation now with the fans behind. Like we're on their case, rightfully so, after that semi-final game. I think they owe it to themselves, they owe it to Stephen Kenny to kind of put in a decent end to the season. Um, they should get fourth. Probably looking at all the different permutations, it's so hard to
yeah,
predict. But they should really probably get fourth now at this stage to give themselves a good chance. Yeah, I think Pats should win this. I remember Waterford coming to Shells in the last season, and Shell like they just looked poor, like, and they haven't changed a huge amount since then. They're very beatable, like very beatable team. So yeah, I'm going to go for Pats 2-0 here. I think it could be a comfortable one in the end. To be honest, I think
is
Waterford
it where
for nine.
is it in Richmond Park?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'll join you on that. I'll go 3-1 Pats. Yeah, obviously home advantage and all that.
yeah. I did think that they're the better side, to be honest.
Yeah.
Go for Pats there. It'd be a massive win for them, and then Waterford be in big trouble. They'd face who would they face on the last day? And then I'm trying to pull it up here. They play Galway on the last day. Oh, that could be huge. That could be huge. And your SC,
Well, it could be like listen, if Galway get rid of get Drogheda, it arguably could be 3 points between them and with superior goal difference. So
yeah,
it could nearly be done by then.
Galway could be out of sight because Galway have that game in hand as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Out of sight by then, to be fair. Uh,
Yeah. That's it.
Saturday then, another big one in that relegation playoff spot. Sligo Rovers have a massive chance to pull clear of Waterford themselves with a home game against Cork. Obviously, you all already relegated Cork. Sligo obviously have the back of that disappointing result against Shels, although they put in a decent shift and they looked threatening enough at times and they looked okay at times, and that they will do. They have good players, but Shels is a little too strong for them in the end. But they'll fancy their chances here of getting a massive win against
Oh
Cork.
yeah.
Must win.
100%. No, no, 100%. This is nearly, I wouldn't say a certainty, but it's close to it. Cork are, their season's done, barring the cup final, but their league campaign, they'll just want to get these games out of the way and get to the Aviva. They won't fancy the Sligo and, getting in their way because Sligo are on a mission at the moment, and another win, what basically confirms their safety, does it? Because, like, basically wouldn't it? Three more points here would nearly do it.
It should more or less do it, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have them 3 points clear of Waterford. If Waterford were to lose, for example, against Pats and Sligo win, they'd be 3 points clear with like 7 goals, extra goal advantage.
Yeah, no, a win here for Sligo, and I fancy them to do it. And fair play to them because they were goners at one point, and then they had the wobble against Kerry in the cup, and they came back again. So no, fair play, and I fancy them to do it. I'm gonna go 2-0 Sligo.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go 3-1 Sligo. Just touch on Cork for a minute. Actually, I don't know if you heard about Jerry Nash and the team bus last Friday, did you?
No, I didn't. No.
Oh, this is magic. So they're going to Drogheda, obviously, and it's a 4 hour trip from Cork to Drogheda, and it was the journey time was doubled because Jaron Ash decided to get the team bus to drive by the Aviva and let the lads get out for 15 minutes to get a feel of the Aviva Stadium ahead of the cup final. Extended the journey by 4 hours, so it took 8 hours in total. And delayed kickoff because they got to the pitch too late. And Sean Maguire, I think Sean Maguire might have been dropped because he spent too long on the bus. He felt a bit cramping up a little bit, but that's just such woke nonsense. Like bringing the team to the Aviva Stadium to have a look at it, to get the feeling of a cup final on the way to Drogheda and extending it, obviously getting out of Dublin then at that on a Friday evening at that hour, absolute disaster getting in and out of Dublin. So 8 hour 8 hour journey to Drogheda from Cork. So absolutely magic. Like
But where does 4 hour where does 4 hours come from? What is like not
yeah,
even an hour outside of Dublin? Like, did they get lost? Did they
I,
get stuck in a tunnel?
I think it's his 4 hour trip. So I think the 4 hours is made up of getting into Dublin, and then they got out and had a look around for a bit, and then they got back on, and the traffic was just mental getting in and out of the Aviva, like in and out of town at that hour, like absolutely magic.
Oh, stuff.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
it's like saw an article like Jaron Ash has no regrets about trip to the Aviva. I was like, what's this about? Like double the trip, like double the
How do
trip.
I miss this?
Yeah,
How do I miss this?
funny, like so funny. I think John Fallon in the Examiner did the piece, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
So
oh. You wouldn't get that anywhere else, would you?
no.
With the delayed kickoff.
As if any of the players haven't been to like an Ireland match or something ever. They know the Aviva, like, like Sean McGuire's played in it, like
Oh, stop. That's ridiculous. That's madness. Yeah. So it backs up your point even more.
did you see
Yeah.
Mick McCarthy talking about Jaron Ash on the on his podcast there?
Oh yeah, I was saying, and they were like, "Oh, they should win that now. They should win that." I'm like,
Yeah,
lads, relax, Willis. Willis, all relax.
Harry not having a clue, like
Oh, don't have a clue. Like, don't have a clue. It was mad. Yeah, nah. But yeah, whatever. To be fair, Jared Nash, I hope it works out for McCourt because he's gotten dogs abuse since he went in there,
yeah.
with David Moyler. Like, and to be fair, the ownership thing I think hasn't helped his case. So yeah, he's well regarded as a coach, and to be fair,
Oh,
he's had to get Cork to a cup final. So, yeah, I think that's gonna be like one of those stories you hear on Under the Cosh in a few years' time.
yeah, yeah,
A bit
yeah.
of banter, like
Had
yeah.
a
So
nightmare. Had a nightmare. Uh, but
yeah.
yeah, I think even next season for Cork, I think like even if one of the other Premier Division teams go down, I think they're probably favourites. I think they're kind of well equipped to come straight back up. Probably, you'd imagine. I think Jaron Ash has earned the right now to
Yeah.
back at it. Like
Oh, I can't see the likes of Shawnee Maguire leaving. I think Rory Keaton really likes it down there as well, and
we'll
like they
talk about
signed,
houses and stuff. Like
yeah, like even like Fiacre Kelleher's Cork now, and Rory Feely only just saw like these are just lads I can't see leaving, and
yeah,
if you like, probably lose one or two of their young lads, and Colin O'Sullivan, we don't know what's going to happen to him.
well,
Obviously, he
stick
has that
around.
ACL injury.
ACL, like he might want a season in the first division to get back to
Yeah,
speed or whatever. Like yeah,
yeah, you might. Well, but you never know. Premier Division club could come in for him too. So.
100%. Yeah, yeah,
He's out of contract, so look, we'll see. But yeah, no, 100. It's just it's kind of the catch 22 we're now in the league, where like the Premier Division team will always get promoted back, won't they? Like even like look at Dundalk, like they were in the gutter this time last year, and they won the first division with what like 4 games to spare, 3 games to spare. So
yeah. Comfortably enough. Like, and
yeah,
yeah, it's a shame actually. Just a quick one in the first division actually, just before we jump into Sunday's game. Did you see the Cobh Ramblers manager?
oh yeah, madness, isn't it?
He put up an Instagram post last week of like an empty desk or something. It's like a cryptic message or something. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. I saw loads of like tweets on Twitter being like, if people knew the real reason behind this, blah 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 blah. Blah. So if anyone knows anything, let us know in the comments if anyone's heard anything. But um, to walk out of the team just going into the playoffs is mad.
Shame. It's a big shame because they've spent money down there in Cove. Like they took like Barry Coffey and you
Well,
know
that was the season or something.
Griffin off Cork as well. And a few others like where did Keane Coleman go?
I think he's there as well, isn't he? I think he's there.
Yeah, they literally took out Cork's like title winning team,
Yeah.
and like they've invested money, and it's a very anticlimactic. Like you think about the playoffs and who could give it to our ninth place team. I always think of Cobh, but I also think of Bray. Like so, I think probably Bray now, or like you just don't fancy a manager that's Cobh. Like it's hard enough with a manager, never mind without one. So
Yeah.
it's just a bit of a sucker punch, and it's a bit it leaves a bad taste in the mouth. But hopefully now. Yeah. I don't know. It's just a mad. I actually don't even know what to say. It's just a mad one, isn't it? Like,
Speaking of Bray quickly as well, did you see the young lad Billy O'Neill scored a hat trick and he was getting taken off on Friday night? and he said something to the ref as he was going off the pitch being substituted. Red card and 3 game ban for the playoffs now.
I saw that. Yeah, he's a great player. I saw he wasn't included in the under 17 World Cup squad, and I can't believe that.
Yeah, very surprising. Yeah.
I can't believe that. There's literally some lads like the four Rovers boys are called up, but like one or two of the lads, not even a handful of games, and they're in the squad. He's literally doing it week in week out in the first division. It's just a shame, but look, it shows the future is bright, like for Ireland, which is a positive because we've. Like, I was looking at that under 17 squad, and I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? I was like, it was like Noon and Victor Odiashun. I was like, your man Uma is at Benfica.
Yeah.
There's so many others like I'm not even thinking of now. There's Adi Solanke who's at Lorient. There's loads of great players there, so we're gonna be blessed for the future. So
100% without a doubt.
yeah,
We'll
yeah,
jump to Sunday's games anyway. Obviously, we kind of touched briefly on Bradley's trip to Derry. Derry obviously hosting Shamrock Rovers on
yeah,
Sunday. Um, Derry looking to keep the title race live, but realistically looking to secure second place. Realistically, Rovers obviously want to nick a point to get it over the line and get it done and dusted.
yeah.
Is the motivation there for Rovers to do? Would they rather just wait till what I think Wednesday, maybe when your next game is to get it done?
Nah, what's the what? It was win no more games, no more points, and we let everyone else decide it for us.
Yeah, it's dragging it out like because it's like.
It's on every game's on telly now. To be fair, now no
Yeah.
complaints.
No,
No,
exactly, exactly.
it's
Uh,
all on the box.
yeah, yeah, fact, yeah. Do you think Rovers will rotate this one after the European game, or
Bradley always is cautious with that pitch in Derry. He never really played Jack Byrne or Graham Burke ever on it. I don't know. I don't know. Like you just can't guess them, will you? Like, you say one thing and you'll do the other. Like
yeah,
the league is done. This is the thing. Like the league is done.
I-
Like as I said, like even if Derry do beat us 3-0, like and we get no more points, like you'll still probably win the league. So it's more than less done. So I think there'll be an element of rotation. Because Celje is so much more important in my eyes. Like could the league? No, the league can't be decided by Sunday. Because we're playing Derry, you're the closest to us. But no, I think there'll be a few changes here. But yeah, it is what it is. It's just we've been a bit flat the last few games. But yeah,
yeah.
I don't know what to say about it.
I think I fancy Derry to win. I think you might make a couple of changes at the Celje. I think they might win 2-1, maybe just home advantage on that pitch. I think they needed a bit more motivation wise and stuff, and just
Yeah,
with Bradley doing the marathon and stuff
we,
might.
we've a good record against Derry. To be fair,
Yeah, yeah. You
we
beat
have a very good record against them. Like
earlier in the season, or
yeah, yeah. Like they're a team that like don't really call like Michael Duffy aside. Like I've always said this. Like then like they're all right.
you
Like
put them aside.
I know he have to just yeah. Hopefully he's yeah. Hopefully he goes around the Aviva and is late for the game with a
Yeah,
Jer Nash. But no, like yeah, probably if we rotate the team, Derry are more than likely going to win. But for the sake of this excruciating wait for the confirmation of champions, I'm just going to say 1-1. 1-1 Shamrock Rovers draw. Champions,
yeah.
champions at the last.
Finally get it over the line.
So
Finally.
you can stop calling Shels champs. That's I don't even want to be champions, so I can say Shamrock Rovers champions. I just want to be champions, so I don't have to listen to you anymore.
Well, speaking of the champions, Shelbourne, the champion Shelbourne travelled to Dalymount Park. Bohemians hosting the champion Shelbourne on Sunday as well. So, massive, massive game here in terms of the race for Europe. I think if Shels even get a point, it's probably a great result in terms of probably more or less over the line. Then they're not far off. They probably just need either a win or 2 draws or something like that just to see it through to get third wrapped up. They're probably in the driving seat now to get fourth at the very least. So obviously the trip to Macedonia on Thursday night won't be ideal preparation for it, but I don't think it's the worst trip in Europe. It's not the worst one. Chartered plane, probably get home the night of the match. It's an early kick-off Irish time, 5:45. You get home, probably get decent night's sleep in Dublin, hopefully that night Thursday, back in Friday, Saturday. So hopefully it won't be too bad of a schedule. You're hoping to obviously avoid any injuries and bits and bobs. But yeah, it's a tough one to call in daily event. It's never an easy game there.
No, it's never an easy game. Look, champions like they're just what champions do, isn't it? Like
Exactly,
they're
man.
just like you're a third. This is what they do. What I'm trying to get it out of me as well. I want to start calling the champions what I can.
Yeah,
Yeah, look, this could be a tough game. Bows are in trouble.
yeah.
Never mind Shells, the champions. Bows are in. the doo-doo. Like I thought they were nailed on for a second, and now it's looking like they're not going to get Europe. Like it's mad. Like
Right.
what's going on? Like at least they don't get Europe. They've had Schalke. They've had the Schalke game. They won that coefficient FC, even though for the moral high ground coefficient,
Yeah, yeah.
not even a real coefficient. So yeah, I'm worried about both.
I
I
am
think
too.
I think they're in a spot of honor.
Because they obviously have Drogheda away in the final day, and they've lost to Drogheda
Yeah,
every game so far this year. And Drogheda's
yeah,
never a nice place to visit, like at the best of times, let alone when you're battling with them for a place in the league. So
yeah.
this is must-win territory for Rose, really.
It is, it is. I'm just laughing because it's a win-win. Like either Pats miss out in Europe and we're laughing at them, or Bows miss out in Europe and we're laughing at them. Imagine
Yeah,
if draw. This is what I mean. Imagine if Drogheda got fourth. How fun would it be?
amazing. It'd be amazing.
Oh, it'd be like
Amazing.
Christmas.
I'm still not counting my lucky stars. I'm still like just being very cautious with this. Like,
Well, you're sorted. There's no two ways about it. Like, there's no two ways about it. I think Bows are kind of they're stumbling at the last hurdle here. Like even like Rennie getting like Rennie shoving Axel Shelbourne. Like I'm like what? Like what's going on? Like I feel like he does be fighting people nearly every second week. Like,
yeah,
remember him and Kev Doherty were going at it. He was going at it with Bradley. He had a thing with Duff, and he shoved Axel's shoulder. I'm like, mate, relax. I was like, maybe, you
feel the
know,
pressure. Feel the pressure.
he is, he is. And Stevie O'Donnell, the real manager, came out after the game and was chatting, and he just seems like I don't know. He just seems like, we've said it before. He's just more of a. He just seems like more of a manager, Stevie O'Donnell. Even when I listen to him talk, I'm like, you make more sense than the other fella.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
I agree. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. But when
Yeah,
even as a player, he was called his feisty individual.
yeah, he
But
is. He is.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a draw here. I think Shels will probably take that after the trip to Macedonia and everything, and all things considered in terms of the table at the minute. I'm gonna go for a 1-1. I could easily see either side nick it, to be honest. Um, on the night, both have had a decent record against us this season. I think it's well, it might be a win each actually in a draw, so maybe it's actually been a level enough playing field. But yeah, I'm gonna go for another draw here. I think I'm gonna go for a 1-1.
I think I've given like five draws there between these seven games. I'm gonna go for another one as well. I'm gonna go with stalemate, 0-0,
Yeah, yeah.
0-0.
Take it.
I just yeah.
I'll take a clean sheet actually to be fair for Shels.
Paddy
Jeez.
Barrett back for that?
He
No.
should be. So I don't know how long his suspension is, to be honest. Because it's probably been 3 games since that Rovers game already, so maybe it was three.
It was a shocking tackle. He shouldn't be allowed to play again this season
Never a
after
red
that,
card, I
honestly.
thought. Never a red card, in my opinion. But yeah, well, that's the different viewpoints, I suppose.
I'm only winding you up. Yeah, like I don't think he's back. So it'll be what Lewis Temple. To be fair to Lewis Temple, I heard he put a
Yeah,
shift in against. Watch the highlights back. He looked decent in the
yeah,
middle. It's funny because he didn't get included in the European squad for Joey O'Brien, and like he's on loan at Wexford last year. Touted as being someone to watch this season, and hasn't really got an opportunity. But he looked good on Friday, and he like a few. They got man of the match against Pats earlier on the season, so there's a
yeah,
player in there. So
yeah,
you
100%.
know,
So young.
I'm kind of glad that not glad that Paddy Barrett's suspended, but I'm glad that he's had the opportunity in Paddy Barrett's absence because it's great. It's great to see that.
Yeah,
He seems like a good player, and
so
he's need centre halves.
yeah, Sam injured as well and all that stuff. So yeah, it's good to get him
Yeah,
in for the
yeah,
for the final couple of rounds of games.
yeah, guys. So there we have it. Let's try to get 30 likes this week. Yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about all the games we discussed in the league and in Europe. And yeah, let's try proofread some of Ross's stories. Did Jer Nash do a few laps of the Aviva? But yeah, thanks as always, guys. Look, subscribe if you're new. We're approaching the 4,000 marks now, subscribers wise. So
Oh,
you know,
not far off. And
tell your friends, tell your granny. You know,
really get hit that button. And if you're listening on Spotify as well, if you can leave us a rating over there, that'd be fantastic as well. Because we're getting decent numbers over there. I think we're getting nearly like 3-digit listeners on each episode and stuff like that over there now. So growing
yes,
slowly on that side of things as well. So yeah,
yes.
appreciate all your support, guys.
Cheers, guys. Ross, see you soon. Cheers.
Take it easy.